y'all. We just wanted to gather together and say a few words for the city of Harlem, for Dipset, Jim Jones, Cameron, Santana, and Santana's teeth. They were murdered last night. Yes, murdered.
Cold blood.
Lyrically, by one Jason Jadakiss Phillips and the rest of the Locks. Guys, just give them one moment, just one.
Silence.
I don't know who got the body yet. I don't know who on program, but y'all, that Verzuz last night was epic. That Verzuz last night was epic. Okay, it was.
Can I just say, like, as a New Yorker, and I know how New Yorkers do things, like, we were rooting for everybody, guys. So I felt like, even though we were all in our respective corners, like, and not just New Yorkers, like, people from New Jersey, you know, the Tunnel Gang, right? New Jersey, all of us, like,
the tri-state area,
right? Like, we were in our respective Dipset or Locks corner, but we just did not see that coming. We didn't see that coming.
We didn't.
Jadakiss really did pay somebody $5 to assassinate them.
Yo,
it must have been the DJ. He must have paid that DJ $5 to assassinate Dipset.
Like I was leaning towards the Locks. Like I was like, okay, like Dipset, like okay, but for Jadakiss to come out there and deliver these bars, and I've said it 1,000 times, and I'm gonna say it again. Always go with the guy in the camo shorts and the Timbs at the rap battle.
He came to rap.
That man was dressed to rap. He was ready to rap. He said, literally, on the transmission, I'm holding my team up, and let's not Styles P. The Ghost, the real Juice Man, he came through when he needed to, and Sheik Luch, which Sheik don't get half the credit that he needs. Okay, the Silverback Gorilla, he came through, and they all delivered bars. They were working as a unit. They was moving in unity. They was assassins. They was rolling.
They didn't say a lot, but when they spoke, it was a direct hit at all times. At all times, it didn't stop.
Bars after bars after bars on this beat, that beat, your beat, and I know the words to your song, and like because.
So, what do you think happened with Dipset? Like, why do you think this happened?
They're not friends. They're not. First of all, let's talk about it. Kimbella and Chrissy, they not friends.
They definitely not.
You can't.
Chrissy mollywopped Kimbella, so definitely not.
Now that was a real Verzuz, okay. And we love you, Chrissy. We still not over that birthday outfit, girl. Like, yeah. Yep. I wasn't upset when Kimbella got dragged, but here nor there. They're not a unit, you know, like like Jadakiss said, you know, Kim is down there in Miami. You know, the Locks they're still in New York.
Jada said, I'm the mayor of New York. You could come to my house. I'm still here.
I mean, he's really giving King of New York vibes. Everyone is rewriting their top 5 as you should. Like, conversations are being hashed out. It was good for the youth. I don't want to be that old head, but some of these kids needed to see that shit. Some of these kids needed to understand, and they need to know.
And I think that, you know, because we're from New York, like, we rest on the history of New York in rap a lot. And I think that Dipset's performance is the chickens coming home to roost, right? You can't always do that. Because what did Jada say? We got Grammys. Jewels, what are you talking about? We got Grammys, okay? And you can't just be like, come in the way that they did. They were disorganized and inebriated.
And then my thing was...
And lip singing in New York City. At the Hulu Stadium.
They was bullying Cam in New York.
In Harlem.
Do
booing.
these kids understand 10, 15, 20 years ago? You could have never told us. You could have never told us that Cam was gonna get booed in New York. Like
Styles P has to come rescue him. He got booed.
Also, too, this is also talk about. I'm disappointed in Dipset's outfits. Like nobody was giving what the fuck they was supposed. Like
Cameron didn't have on pink. What was that about?
Like what is you serving?
Cameron was in black like me for his funeral. That's what happened. He was like at his funeral.
Like at least this is a time to stunt the most. Where was the pink fur? Like at least we could have been like, okay, well, Cam looked good. No, and then Santana. No, bro.
Someone said Santana looked like the pile of laundry in your corner.
He really came through like it was 2003, and it was upsetting. It was really upsetting me and my homegirls. Like, you looked a mess. Like, y'all was unorganized. And then Jim Jones fell off the stage. Did you see that? Like, what is going on? And then
Freaky should have stayed home. Why? He was a silent hype man. Silent. He said nothing. He just bobbed around. He said nothing. He was a silent hype man.
It was embarrassing, and I hope
it was a little embarrassing. Secondhand embarrassment. It was a lot.
Together, for this tour could be epic. This tour could really bring the kids out. So I hope they get it together.
I just think, yeah, because do you remember the Wu-Tang Verzuz? Like, they did amazing. And they're a bit older than you guys. And they had their whole lives together. They were on time. They looked good. They looked good. And they knew their songs, right? They knew the songs they did together. When they had their boys roll through.
And y'all know Ghostface's. Y'all know that's my
okay.
They look outfits. He switched up the Wallabies for us. Okay, he came out with the cream and the blue joints that I still cannot get over.
So Harlem, Staten Island, and Yonkers.
And Harlem, y'all came through like that? Like, no. I mean, no. Like, at least y'all got Tiana Taylor. Like, Tiana's gonna serve looks now. But like, I mean, but it didn't disappoint because the shit talking was wonderful. Like, they was 2 seconds away from getting to shooting and fighting. Like, in which we don't want violence, but we do.
That's why Cam got booed. It was like no real violence.
But we like everything building up just right there. It was 30 people on stage, 50 people on stage, just like back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, who are all these niggas on stage? Like, loved it. Like, it was like, oh, I was tired, but I could not look away. Like, Jadakiss, and then like y'all really forgot, like, the Locks been around like since
the Locks have been together since they were like in middle school, and then they started rapping together. They went to college together. They have been on 5 labels, and the band never broke out. They just said we out and we go into another label. They never break up.
Y'all was bad boys. Y'all was Rough Riders. Like,
They never break up. They do solo albums. The Locks never break up. So what were you thinking? What were you doing? Why didn't you rehearse, guys?
Yeah, guys.
Why didn't you? These are people, they don't let each other down. So why didn't y'all rehearse?
Again, condolences to Dipset and anyone who thought that Dipset was gonna win. Definitely condolences if you wagered money on this Verzuz. If you missed it and you needed a recap on the score, it was 352 to 6. 352 to 6. Yeah.
Ladies.
Oh, right.
Ladies.
There was, every time Dipset talk shit, they had an answer, and then they have 4 or 5 answers talking about we don't have no lady records, and then like
what is you talking?
Like Spades, he was like Mariah, Mary, J-Lo, Eve. Like, what are you doing? Like, please, guys, please. All right,
because we wanted to pay our respects to her. We did. We wanted to stop by. We put on our black. We wanted to stop by. We wanted to pay our respects to Harlem. We really did. This is a somber moment, guys.
We dropped the dish off at the door. We just,
Yeah. We'll see you at the repast. We'll be there.
Guys, I don't know who's on program yet, but it's a tough one. So it was a great night in hip hop. We're definitely like looking forward to the tour. Hopefully, we'll see some of y'all at the tour. State Property will be there. So,
it's a time for healing now. It's a time for healing. After this loss, it's a time for healing.
Y'all got time to get y'all outfits and things together, but definitely go pay your respects. Shout out to the Locks.
Shout out to the Locks.
Even though Jada is wanted for murder, sometimes some crimes are necessary. This was self-defense. So it was self-defense. All right, whoever you pray to, amen, and all that.
Amen. Amen.
Yes.